Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Total Party Chaos. My name is Billy Visna, I am your GM, and I am joined by a bunch of fantastic people. Can you tell us about yourself, your character, and what actor or actress would play your character?
Hello, my name is JC or Jacob, and I play Dante Smokespat, Fa Genasi, multiple different classes. Shitter, shithouse, and all-around good guy in his own mind, and no one else's. And if I had to cast someone to play him, he needs to abide by 3 criteria. He needs to be a brick shithouse of an individual. He needs to be able to do a good southern accent, and he needs to be someone who would care about voicing a D&D character. And luckily, we have the man, the myth, the Critical Role legend that can do all 3. Travis Willingham, even though I think his Grog voice is gonna kill any Dante voice, and I'd love to see Dante played with Grog's voice. His Southern would be amazing.
That is a great choice. I'm gonna hop on the bandwagon, and I'm Haley, and I play Ash Smokespat, Dante's sister, and I am going to pick Marisha Ray for the actress to play Ash. I think that she would do such a good job. I don't know about her southern accent, actually. I didn't think about that, but I think that she would pick it up easily and smash it.
That's so wonderful. The legends, y'all. Way to set the precedents for everything. Hi everyone.
Yeah.
I'm Natalie. I play Doll. And the actress that would play Doll, of course, because I based Doll's whole character off of this, is Annie Murphy from Schitt's Creek. She plays Alexis from Schitt's Creek. So yeah, that's my choice.
Hello everybody, my name is Seth, or Noctopus online, and I play Rotmire Valbane, the group's cleric, and the actresses that I have picked, Daniel Day Kim, Michael Clark Duncan, Marissa Tomei, Andre the Giant, Bobby Moynihan, Michelle Yeoh, Ken Jeong, Kihui Kwan, and Danny DeVito.
They're all working in tandem? Is this like a Darth Vader situation?
Yeah, it says, like a Les Mis, like every act, someone, they swap out, or they do a run. Okay. Yeah, they do a run, and then they switch to someone else.
Cool.
For context, everyone, before this, we were talking about it, and Seth was like, yeah, Danny DeVito would totally play Rotmire. And so we're like, okay. And then he just lists off a ton of...
Well, I already did the one bit, so I had to do 9 more.
You did one bit for us, so you had to do more.
Yeah. No, I love it.
Rock on, everybody.
Are we gonna have to start killing off or like replacing Rotmire's like how Rotmire looks, like upgrading you every like 3 episodes, and so that way like we can fit into the changes that will happen once we do the movie?
I'll have to figure out how to do an impression of each of these people.
No, they need to figure out their impression of you.
Yeah, the voice.
Yeah, sure. Let me get Daniel Day Kim on the phone, see what he wants to do.
Who is that?
If you watch K-pop Demon Hunter, he plays Gima. He's also got a bunch of other stuff.
It's on the list for sure. All right, who wants to do a recap for tonight? Somebody's got it.
I took notes, but
Fair.
we might be all over the place. I can try. I can take a
Is it
stab
ever
at
not
it.
all over the place? Let's be
I was
honest.
so busy
with
looking
ourselves.
for people.
Fair enough. Okay, so if anyone can jump in and fill in any holes that I've missed. All right, so last episode, 41. Okay, so this was our first episode where Haley came back, and so we got a really good cutscene of Ash and what she went through while all of our characters were going through their other stuff in previous episodes. And so while Ash was trapped, she went through kind of a trance where she saw, for the first time, we were all seeing her love interest, who is also trapped. And we kind of have pieced together, not our characters, but story-wise, because our characters still need to learn about this. Metagaming here. That, I don't know, I pieced together that this is probably Ash's whole motivation behind all of this, is to try to free her love interest, who, is in pretty dire straits. So Inori was carrying Ash back. Inori found her out in the desert and was carrying her back. And then Dante ran up and helped them bring Ash back into the Planar Vanguard's kind of medical headquarters place. We then took a long rest. And then we found out that Ash had impressed one of the... who was it? One of the individuals we encountered in that... the celestial trials thing, so that's she kind of got like a favor from the gods kind of a thing, to see her love interest. We also cannot find the weapon or the serum. We were looking for that special weapon that paralyzes people here, sends them back to their own plane and kills them there. So we were kind of looking for that. That was our next motive after bringing Ash, up to speed. And we kind of hit a wall there. And then at the very end of everything, we kind of put down a list of what we needed to do and developed our hit list, which included the Mad Doctor, who we already got, Voltark, Joltarian, Nishkalan, the Rakshasa, and Brooke, of course. We love Brooke. And so, right now, our next course of action is getting back through the wall, establishing some stakeouts, and locating the individuals on our hit list. So, did I miss anything?
It's beautiful. It's absolutely
no? Okay. Sorry if it was more of like, and then,
No.
Anyway.
Covered everything. Before we dive in, let's have an awesome moment from our sponsor for tonight, Into the AM. Please check them out. Chaotic Adventurers. Your journey doesn't just end at the table, it's a lifestyle. And whether you're delving into dungeons, exploring the unknown, or just kicking back at the tavern for a nice cold glass of steed milk, Into the AM has the gear to match your vibe. With epic designs, premium comfort, and the styles that fit every class, their apparel is perfect for any quest, on or off the battlefield. So if you're ready to level up your wardrobe, use our code on their website for 10% off your next order. Get a beautiful hat, just like this beautiful guy right here. I might be a little biased. Sorry, he is, wow, stunning. Oh man, gee.
Forgot to bring that up. That's like so important.
You're all
It's okay, I completely
Little
forgot
bag.
You get to come back to seeing these two lose their. It's important.
That's kidding. We missed that.
When did it cut in? Did it cut in when I was explaining
Right
it, so I
after.
don't need to explain it
Right-
again?
Right
Okay.
after.
Right after, while both of you are holding your head.
Okay.
Right, well, with all that being... Actually, you know what? We do have one more announcement. Please go check out our Blue Sky. Tails has finally made the transition over to Blue Sky instead of X, which we've been trying to move off of for a little while. So if you're still on X, unfortunately, we just won't be posting any new content there, but you can always find our links for all of our other places to go find us. And I don't know how to turn the bot off that asks you about your work in progress Wednesday. So if you want to take a moment and go to X and talk to us on there, there's just a bot that keeps going. I cannot take it off the X account,
It's
so
very
I'm really
persistent.
sorry. It will be there until something happens. But other than that, it's fine. Go check us out on
great.
Blue Sky. It's a great place.
We'll be there till X explodes.
It's
It's
very,
okay.
it's like our own little curiosity rover.
He could outlive. I mean, he does. He is asking everybody about what their work in progress is. So if you have a work in progress and you're still on X, like, you really should go tell him. He'll be excited. He'll like it. So it's gonna be great. I'm so sorry.
I love it so much. Just that little guy, just so curious. He's so curious and so helpful. So proud of all of us.
Just
Turn
progress.
into a conversation with Grok.
Oh.
He's corrupted.
It's like ongoing.
You know what?
Yeah.
Back and
Really,
forth.
instead of closing the account, you should just chuck another AI in there that does have some project that he's working on and wants to talk to someone about progress.
It would just never end. Really nice comments, and then somebody
Yeah.
that just has like a half-finished story that they're never
One
getting back
must
to.
imagine Sisyphus is happy.
All right, everybody. With all that being said, pick up those smoke books, save your swamps, and it's time for another episode of Total Party Chaos Muffin Lovin' Transition. All right, we pick up after last time. What you did miss during our transition was everybody exited the abandoned clinic. As they left, there was a crowd of people gathered around one of the centers of the roads on the left of the exit of the abandoned clinic. As you all took note, the closer you got, the more that you seen what seemed to be worried synth-Phalans, which is a little rare. You haven't really seen them show too much emotion. So this was already kind of off-kilter. As you guys approached, you moved some of the synth-Phalans out of the way as you kind of entered the inner circle, noting that there was one guard standing there with a neon spear in his hand, and one synth-Phalan that was mutated with what seemed to be spider legs from the torso down. They were standing around what seemed to be the disconnected leg of a clockwork frog. A large frog, probably something that pulled like a caravan or something similar. As you all had the moment to discuss amongst yourselves what was going on, you seen as the crowd started to kind of make way. You did also notice there was a sign that said "Eye for an eye" carved in to the front of the leg. As you all took in the moment, you noticed a young synth-Phalan, like a child synth-Phalan, which we have not described how they grow up in this world, so I figured that out later. As you seen the synth-Phalan walk up, they did ask the mutated synth-Phalan what was Dad? As the mutated synth-Phalan did not answer, but just stared blankly at the young one that walked up. Gave him a little kick with one of his spidery legs, pushed him back into the crowd a bit. You all then noticed a synth-Phalan woman that came up and ushered the kid back. Ash, you quietly made your way behind her to tell her to meet you somewhere safe to converse further. And that was a small apartment area. There was a fountain on the outside. And that is where she told you to meet. The group of you have not exactly dispersed from the area yet, so you're still technically around there. I'd say the group of people are slowly starting to make their way back to the common areas of the lower quarter. Leaving the scene back with all of you, as you're all standing around at different areas right now. The scene is yours.
Well, we don't
I was
definitely
already
don't want to
unmuted.
stay there. Yeah.
I will quickly usher back to the rest of my group and let them know what was said. And if we want to talk further, we can head over there now, or whatever you want to do.
Are you also telling the rest of us, like, just about the clockwork frog?
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm.
Sorry, I thought you guys all saw that, but yeah, no, I tell you
Yeah.
about that as well. I'm pretty certain without having to roll that is Argus Frog's leg, right?
I would safely say you've not seen a clockwork frog exist.
Cool. Beautiful.
In the world.
I just want to make sure that I wasn't like missing something huge, like that there is clockwork stuff everywhere here or something, and I just like had forgotten or just not realized. So no, that's all good.
Poor Clockwork Frog economy.
Yeah.
Left forgotten.
Yeah, I was like, well, there's all types of what seems like robotic creatures. Maybe that's just what there is here. And my brain just stopped for a second.
Nah, that's a time limit, is what that is. But doesn't mean we should start galvanizing off somewhere else.
I would like to ensure the safety of our entrance and exit out of the Lumina Quarter before we engage in other leads.
Yeah, I mean,
even if we only just cover it with some branches or something.
Every problem we had, half of them are located to that wall, so getting that out of the way will already make our efforts that much easier. Everything else.
That's true. I was more thinking. No, you're sorry. Do you want to go first?
Go ahead.
I shall go.
Yes, Ratma, please go ahead.
I said my piece already.
All right. I just was thinking we could, I don't know, just tell them that if they're able to gather a group of people that are like-minded or ask around, that would be something that could be done while we're doing everything else. But do you think that it's worth that? Because it seems like there are people that are not wanting to be these experimented on Synth-Phelan, right? What we're planning to do is going to lead to the returning of all of them, right?
Yeah. But, here's the thing, how would we even, go about finding that kind of, rebellion, right? Because, everyone is so
I don't think we
into,
find it. I think we just let them know that there's people on their side to start it themselves.
That would be a vocal minefield to move through.
That's true.
People don't like getting in the way of things, even if it's not in their best interests, until it affects them directly. And even though there are going to be some people that know that they need to be doing something in order to survive, more likely than not, these people are going to cower away from it until it affects them directly. And if people ain't rising up against it, they might go the opposite direction and push for their own destruction, experimentation, in order to curry some misguided favor. So
I do
we're
believe
talking
that.
about, radicalizing and mobilizing people here, and we're already, wanted.
Mm-hmm.
I worry
Also,
that we are.
Oh, no, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Okay. I worry that we are a little bit behind the 8-ball in terms of trying to foment discord when they seem to be so close to their goal. But I do like the idea of trying to find some like-minded individuals who may assist. An elite squad, so to speak, rather than a whole Les Mis thing.
You count any of the people that you've been living or working alongside elite comparatively to the people that we're fighting?
Also, maybe Inori knows people.
Maybe.
You ask if I know any elite people. From my point of view, that is you three and Miss Celiana. So, from my point of view, my ranks have already grown by leaps and bounds.
How much farther do you think these leaps and bounds can take you in ranks? Or should we just try to be decisive in where we're going? I'm not sure if we should rely on the populace for finding anything past information on how to traverse the wall safely and discreetly before we start popping skulls. I think whatever, if anything, if we're going to pursue this at all, any interaction with the populace, we can start with a pretty guaranteed thing, which are the two that Ash interacted with, because they have been directly affected.
I say we just move
Otherwise-
forward then. Let's
Mhm.
see if we can get through this wall and then reassess then. Yeah?
Absolutely.
Agreed.
Are we putting Ileana in our, like, our bag of holding?
I think she
Eliana's in my
still
necklace.
is. Yeah.
She's in my necklace.
Oh, that's
Shoving
right.
her in a bag.
She can breathe. She
Eliana.
can breathe and be in there for 8 hours until she gets pushed out, and then I can just put her back in after I've rested.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. That's much better of a plan.
Mhm.
Yeah. I get like a little beep right before it happens, so we have to like make sure that we're safe and somewhere.
Got like a baby monitor in there.
Yeah.
A little sign says the AC is on. She's got her snacks. She's fine.
Yeah,
getting
I left.
fuzzy.
Yeah, I left snacks, drinks, and there are signs that say "Do not touch, do not look," and we will see if they abide when they get back.
Very well.
The plan still stands. Getting through the wall, maybe establishing stakeout places. It might be helpful to have more than one. And then just tracking people down, unless we want to add like a sub-step of mobilizing a force.
I mean,
Collecting.
how easily do you think we're gonna be able to do tracking people down? Because if we're able to, I don't know, either through just trying to figure out or guess where they'd be going on their new journeys, or if there's some way magically we can take care of it. It depends on how hard this is going to be, whether we need to mobilize more or just be a
Doll's got
scalpel.
locate person.
I feel like we have strategic objects of theirs to kind of triangulate where the other individuals might be. So like I have a button from Joltarian, right? So like Voltark is like his henchman kind of like, and Ileana knows that he like bumps from club to club. So I don't know. I feel like we could track him down like that.
We could use a combination of the two at the very least, I'd say.
We could have like an evidence wall and like map it all out with like a better one than Honori's because red yarn. So
Yeah, I definitely have. I definitely have a court board that's just ready.
you're like itching to use it.
Yeah.
I do like the plan of finding them one at a time. I do not think if we have to fight more than one of them at a time, we will be in some trouble.
Yeah. No, we need to make sure that they're alone. And that's exactly why I think Doll's idea of finding stakeout points once we locate them is a good idea.
Well,
So
once
then
we do,
let's pick one and just fucking go for it, right?
I mean, I'd say the most mobile out of them were the ones causing the issue. I'd say the two with the vendetta might be the easiest to get something out of, i.e., Rotma made a very good vendetta against himself when it comes to our furry friend. And then, I mean, Ash, you know as well as I that Brooke is willing to seek out either of us. So I feel like those two are the ones that can be pulled along the easiest out of the four.
I think Brooke specifically, because Brooke would be the only one that knew about Argyle and the frog. So she's ready and waiting for us, for sure.
Do we
I
think
hope so.
she has Argyle trapped?
Probably.
I think as long as she thinks that as long as she thinks that Argyle can hold any sort of bartering power over us, then she'll keep him well tucked away. We don't need to worry too much. At the same time, the more time passes that she holds on to him and we do nothing, the more dangerous it might get for him. We do have to convince her that he is worth keeping around. This is a bit of a tug of war game
Well, I mean,
of ideals.
maybe we go for Brooke first then. She
I'd
put
love to get my
the
hands
call
on Brooke
out.
first. Mm-hmm. Say it's an
I'm
easy
trying
enough
to think
scuffle.
who she would.
What does
pass
the
him
DM think
down
of this
next.
choice? I look towards the face of Billy.
Hey, I'm a passenger. I'm listening.
You mean Brooke is listening?
Mm,
Got a lot of people.
Got a lot of people.
mm.
I mean, it's
Yeah, but we know one person that definitely took. I mean, actually, it could have been. What's the one that traveled with us?
Joltarian.
It could
Could have
have
been
been
Joltarian.
him.
I think they're probably juggling him.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd assume even if we're trying to get people by themselves, Jolt and Volt are not going to separate that easy. The other two,
Or
I
one
can
of them,
see it.
Or one of them will be with Brooke.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Yeah.
And actually, they're the easiest ones to find because I have Brooke's hair and you have Joltarian's button.
mm-hmm.
I forgot
It's-
that you had her hair. That is so like macabre. I love it.
It was-
love it.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't going to get rid of it after I gave her nightmares. That's silly.
She sheds. It was just going to happen. Bound to happen. So,
All right. Let's get
Traverse
So
the
maybe we
wall,
got maybe
get
we
in
spend the
contact with
time to look for the tiger first, seeing as they're going to be the hardest ones. And say we take out 2 others, then they're going to for sure be on the run, and then impossible for us to find.
I mean, do we want the tiger to just take care of himself by cutting and running?
Doll, what happened?
Speaking of radicalizing people, I feel like he might be the easiest one to turn. I mean, if he's out for revenge, he doesn't hold a lot of loyalty to like Brooke or Joltarian.
What's he out for revenge for?
Us first,
killing
and
his
now
brother.
Rotmeyer. Yeah.
We are sort of the
Okay.
targets of the revenge.
Yeah.
I don't think that that's gonna work, Doll. But
Give me a
at
hard
least
one to
if we get
flip.
rid of him, it'll take a hot minute for him to get back to us.
Mhm. No, he's a little angry because if I remember correctly, I don't remember if I
How long ago was it?
crushed his brother's
This is-
windpipe or just blew
It was
his
like 3
head
days
off.
ago.
But then we
It was not
kicked him-
3 days ago. I am only chiming
But,
in
like,
to say that.
How long was it?
Technically, if I'm going by the calendar I have, and I've given you guys a little extra leeway time here and there for travel, it's probably about like, give or take, like 3 weeks a month.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay,
So
so
this is
he-
a fresh wound.
this is fresh
Theoretically.
wound, and his
Facility
brother has not had
teleports, yeah.
time to come back.
No, those things, if I remember correctly, take years. Like
Is it
depending on how
years?
badly they're killed, or like, did we humiliate him? Maybe. If you're humiliated, ain't you knocked down a tier on the totem pole? and
I'm
it
gonna
takes longer to
remind
come back?
everybody the memory of this death for 1 second as you seep back into the cloud, as the caravan is going down the road very fast, and all of you basically took turns beating on this Rakshasa in the middle of the caravan as they snuck in, and then you threw him out of the back as the caravan was going full speed down the trail.
I'm
Oh my
pretty
god.
sure
It
I
does-
just
it
kicked
does
him out of the
say-
caravan.
The internet does say from days to months to years, so there is an option where it could have been
I will.
faster than that.
Yeah, I will say we did humiliate him on death.
And I feel like
regardless,
ang-
I feel like we've crossed
ang-
that threshold. So he might
anger
have
may
been
speed up
demoted.
that process.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Anger from the Rakshasa and from the DM.
You did that, not me.
So, I mean, look, honestly, I think that that's more of a case for, like, not caring about him. Like, making sure that he's not in the area. But, I mean, I think that he's the least of our worries, especially since we ain't really getting rid of him when we get rid of him. We're just setting a
Nope.
clock back.
Yeah. Maybe that's not a bad idea,
Unless-
so he's not there. Oh, yeah.
Unless we use that serum.
What's serum?
the one that was
Vanished and
stolen
vanished
by
and
the
killed
Vanguard. Yeah. Vanish and kill.
I was
I
gonna
think we
keep that
lost
to
that.
myself, but I thought I'd like share it with the group.
That's
I
pretty
think we
fucking
lost
metal.
that.
If we need to find more, though, Vanguard
mean-
has more,
Oh.
right?
Yeah, the Vanguard's
Okay.
also like, I don't think we didn't exactly
They
do
have
the
more?
best job. We assume they have more in secret that they're holding back from the
Okay.
the
I was
friend.
gonna say, why didn't we take
of
it if we found
Rotmeier.
more?
Well, we had it, and then someone in the Vanguard presumably took said crossbow and serum and all that. So, I mean, it stands to reason that they might have more. They're just not going to be willing to share with us until we get them maybe some more results. Again, another reason to go after Brooke first, get another notch on our belt with 2 people as proof that we can actually do what we need to do. Explain that our friend that's after Rotmeier needs a little bit extra oomph of his own plane to kill him, and then we can go from there. And if
You know,
the
it's-
Rakshasa cuts and runs once Brooke is laid out on the ground, then better for us.
Funny that everyone involved in this isn't their home plane.
Where are we from this plane? We're just from a different
From the
place on this
elemental
plane.
right?
Yeah. You guys are from Cosmoterra, but you don't know where you're. I mean, you could trace back.
Is that a different plane?
Our
it's
lineage
still part
traces
of-
back.
Yeah, you guys are still technically part of Belisar.
We're part of the material.
Yeah.
Brooke
I was gonna say,
included?
I'm pretty sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
We're just
I
like
mean-
another
Brooke, right?
continent.
Never mind.
It's like it's like Australia.
Yeah, we're Australians.
Yeah.
Don't you recognize the accent?
Deep South.
Do you?
Mm.
Deep
All right, so we're
Australian.
gonna go. We are gonna go after Brooke then. I believe
mean-
who's gonna be our hardest out of all of them to fight.
I mean, I think it's just you guys need to grab something and watch the show. Keep if she has guards off, then I'll take care of Brooke. Just make sure that she doesn't get any third-party assistance, and I think we'll be fine.
feel like that's a guarantee.
I mean, the last time she and I scuffled, she was trying to kill me, and I was just punching her, and I got away pretty damn easy. So, fully to discount her abilities, I'm not too worried about Brooke.
I'm not gonna let you die though, so don't expect me to not throw some punches too.
I feel ashamed that you think that Brooke can take me out. Brooke is
Sorry.
the correct
I'm
first.
sorry, Brooke. You looked awful when you came back that day.
You asked me
And
to
I
pull
have a
hair. I just
feeling
pulled hair.
that she's
That's
been
it.
literally we've been drinking and she's been doing nothing but training. So like I have a feeling that
Good.
she
It might be a
is
fair fight then.
Billy is
Yeah, you're right.
rapping.
That's a
She's
really
been
funny
doing the
summary of
fucking
this.
Dragon
I'm not
Ball
an
anti.
She would she'd use her lunch and recess to do homework and training. The absolute fucking nerd.
I must say, Dante's
in front of
confidence
class.
is quite inspiring.
Yes, Dante's confidence is inspiring, but if she manages to corner one of us specifically, I don't think that we would do very well. And if she takes out Dante with some weird fucking cheat move, then it'll be interesting, is all I'm saying, if we're not allowed to intervene.
I mean, I'm not saying like. I'd say be more focused on making sure that I'm not getting. If Jolt comes into the room, then focus on bodying him rather than ganging up on Brooke. I am not your parent. You are allowed to kick whoever's ass you see fit. It's just I call dibs on Brooke for the most part.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna start making my way towards the wall.
I thought we were talking and walking.
Yeah,
I
we
know,
walk and
yeah,
talk.
no. if we weren't talking and walking, I am.
A whole Aaron
we're already
Sorkin West Wing thing.
We're past the wall. It was easy.
Turns out if we just sort of didn't talk about it, we could go right past.
It's like a if you don't talk about it, it's not there.
Hold on
Start
1
here
second.
on the
Let me.
wall.
You're going to the wall.
we
Is
make
that what you
it.
said?
We make it all
No,
the
we're already
way
past
to
the
Brooke's
wall.
house. We're already at Brooke's place.
Sorry, I gotta
Brooke,
get the.
the Council of Heroes
We're at
is
Brooke's
dead.
house.
They're mega
At
dead.
the front
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
Brooke.
We are
Don't-
currently at a festival for us,
Yeah,
celebrating
yeah.
our victory.
Man, this is
They
this
already
is
know we're heroes. Like,
this has been so quick. I gotta get the right music. Hold on for the
You
wall.
weren't paying
been a whole
attention.
year. I
So,
mean,
and
You,
just to
you,
confirm,
you just let us go.
yeah. It's a
let
yes
me
Did you
and.
fall asleep, Billy?
No, I'm so sorry. Let me just hold on. I'm just getting the right. I need. Okay, you
Right,
guys
game
make
over
it
music.
to the wall.
Oh.
on the other side of the wall.
Explosions are ever. No, I'm kidding. But the wall,
Hell
30
yeah.
feet tall, a metal wall. One of your greatest adversaries since we started this campaign. You guys stand about 15 feet from the wall.
It's been about
bad
85%
would it
of
be
my
if I
time in
knocked?
this campaign.
That would just be if we not. I mean, it's the thing is like as long like the only real
Oh, you cut
Like,
out.
the only real issues that Rob Myers wanted. Other than that,
Mm.
And Eliana, I'm not the only one.
She's in the
Yeah, but
rocket,
Eliana's in the
Rob
necklace.
Oh, that's true. I can go on the
You wanna
necklace.
go on the necklace?
You want
Yeah.
me to T-pose into the necklace?
I can put you in the necklace if it comes to that.
Mhm.
But
I mean, it's the
I
big
think
thing-
that but here's the thing: we've put Eliana in the necklace because they're not here. But rules is written, I should be in there too for y'all to be in there.
Mhm.
Mm.
This is I believe a DM favor for us to just put someone in there when they're not here, rather than it being a thing.
Mechanical.
It's an actual mechanical thing for us to be in there. I've got to be in there too.
Do you want to go in the necklace and just let?
It makes it easier to get across the wall.
Yeah, I mean, if you and Doll wanna, Dante and Doll, you guys can take care of it.
Oh.
I mean, it's. I do think if there's just going to be an easy because we've got the main gate, but we haven't really, I guess, scouted out much besides like that southern entrance to the
That
upper quarter.
southern entrance.
There's a servant entrance.
Are you just not
to
gonna look at the
entire
hole? See if the hole's still there?
wall. See if the hole.
Is the hole still there?
Guys looking
Ash,
for-
I have a proposition for you. It's
Yes.
a silly idea, but I want to see if you're
I'm
interested.
into it.
All right. What if you used your fancy handwriting and drafted us up like a construction permit? Because they're probably like, oh, these holes. And what if we were like, we have a permit. We can do whatever we want. I don't know. What do you think?
I feel like we're at a disadvantage
I
seeing the
could
DM do that.
yes. We could. I think that that's a good idea, and then maybe we put a couple of other plans in place as well, for like A and B.
I mean,
This
when we were
fucking wall,
in,
dude.
A and B for sure.
when we were
Just
in
let
the
us
necklace,
past it. Let us
We've
past
already
it,
passed
Billy.
You
Wall,
guys
Billy.
have
We've
gone
already
so
made it to the other
outside.
side.
It's
Is
so
the hole
outside
still
the
there?
box. It's like a 30
Is the hole
foot
still
wall.
there?
Yeah,
he's just
the
saying
hole's still there.
climate. He's just saying
Fucking-
climate.
There's. I would say you'd have to look around for. Are you looking for the hole that
Yeah.
Riven put in it?
Yes.
I'd say you'd have to look. You'd have to look. He didn't really because you guys.
It's the wall. It's a
It's not 30 foot fucking wide! It's 30 foot tall! It goes around the whole fucking city!
Let's
Okay.
find that entrance.
We walk
Okay.
around. Damn, this wall. Oh, this thing's only 30 feet
I swear to
wide.
God, I'm not making it this hard. It's a fucking wall!
The-
Look at the wall!
That's the
Be
only thing I
brave!
can think.
What do you
Okay,
mean?
He's just saying climb
You
it.
said we couldn't climb. You
He's just
specifically
saying-
told us we could not
Yeah,
climb it.
initially you couldn't climb it because there was guards on both sides and you'd be seen. But you don't know that right now.
Oh, Haley's gonna crash out.
I can go back. I have it written that I said you can't climb it because you would be seen by the guards on both sides. But nobody's asked if there's
Okay.
guards on either side.
Are there
Nobody's-
guards? Do we see anyone patrolling?
That's
the
a
wall
hey.
on the
You
ground?
gotta
in the
roll
sky?
me.
That's a brilliant question,
Okay.
Matt.
You
I'm
need to
gonna
tell
roll.
us to roll dice.
You gotta
You're
ask
the
me to
DM.
do the thing. You say, hey, there's a wall. I need to like look and see like what's at this wall. What is around? What are there people?
I'm about to go back and clip us exactly
I
doing
fucking-
that.
you go-
Exactly doing
You
that.
go ahead. Originally, there was people at the wall. There is no longer people at the wall. At least on, well, I mean, from what you see right now. Wait, you gotta roll. Like
16.
not a 16. There's a couple guards, like sparsely littered. throughout
Wait,
the wall.
where? Like
Like
ground in the sky.
I'd probably say every like maybe like 30, 40 feet. There's like a guard.
30
There's
feet?
probably another space. Like there's a guard. Yeah, I'd say like spread throughout. There's just a few
Are they
guards.
patrolling the 30-foot wide?
I would say, yeah, they are making like
Yeah.
circles around. I don't know how observant they're being, but that's
How wide is this wall?
Can we conga line it around
This-
them?
We could never
I
be
mean,
solid.
this wall
Just climb
is
over what the
all the
guards
way
are.
around the Lumina Quarter. So you're looking at probably, I don't want to underestimate it, but you're looking at, you don't know how long it is from where you're going. Like it wraps all the way around the Lumina Quarter.
Okay, and there's gates. How many times in this wall?
And
think we
from the
want
lower
gates.
city, there's 2 breaks that have gates. There's a northern gate, there's a southern gate.
Okay. Let's head to the western or eastern side, where there will be less, hopefully, guards because there's no gates, right?
Yeah,
Wait,
let's
sorry.
go to the.
Wait,
Let's do it.
where are you guys going? I'm sorry, you gotta break that down. The eastern or western?
Basically away from the
There's no
gate, so
gate.
there's less guard.
Oh, I mean, there's like,
Really?
okay, hold on. It wraps. You're going to the Lumina. I'm looking at the map. Listen. You're going to the Lumina
Where is
Quarter,
this
right?
map?
There's a wall that goes all the way around the Lumina Quarter. There is 2
When
entrances.
you
North and south.
When you say round, you mean a circle, right? Or do you just mean it splits it in half?
Okay, you guys are standing
You
in
mean
the lower
north,
city.
South wall?
You guys are in the lower city right now. So the wall that circles the Lumina Quarter, you are seeing
Let
a
me find
partial
it.
of the circle. Like it is
How do
partially.
we see the rest of the circle? How do we see the rest of it?
You'd have to be in the Lumina Quarter to see like where it goes fully, like on the Lumina Quarter side, because it's broken into like 3 sections. There's the Lumina Quarter, which is the circle in the middle with the big wall that goes around the Lumina Quarter, the deadly wall, and then there's the lower city that has like the wall that goes around the lower city. That's like its own section. The circle is its own section, which is the Lumina Quarter. That is the circle. And then there is the other section, which you guys haven't looked into, revisited yet, so I haven't posted. So you are looking... If I'm talking about the circle is the Lumina Quarter. Like, the wall around it is a circle. So you can only see a portion of the circle standing in the lower city right now. And then there is a north gate in the lower city. There is a south gate in the lower city. From where
So
you're
yeah,
standing.
like what Haley said, like either patrol the west side, or the east side. So we'll need to split because if there are gates north and south, we'll want to see if we can.
No, Billy is using the wrong wording. This gate is a semicircle, kind of like a moon, and we
Okay,
only
that's
have
kind of what I
access to
had.
the. We only have access to the moon part, and as part of the moon, so say there's north and south splitting the city, there is a gate at the top of the moon, and there is a gate at the bottom of the moon.
The north
believe
and the
of
moon
the
is
map
shaped
and
like
south
this.
of the map.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's
That's-
north and south. Okay.
North and south gate.
No. So I know this is an awful shape, and this is the moon. Yeah. Like, that's what's cutting the city. This is the lower city, and this is the Lumina Court. North is the top of the moon, and south is the bottom of the moon, not
From
this,
the map,
so, like,
it's the north and south gate. It's funny.
I cannot wait to see another city and then no walls or gates
Billy,
ever again.
Okay.
there is a mapped section in World Lore that has no maps in it. May I please have a map?
The map has been posted in the main chat. Everyone can save it.
In the
I
main chat.
I don't know where it posted forever ago. Hold on. Let me repost.
Maybe I did save it.
I'd hopefully it's not in the map chat, which
There is a maps section.
Okay, there's a
There
map
is-
section, but there's also an area where I
Sure.
posted the maps a little while ago.
Why are they not in the maps section?
Because I said, hey, at everyone, these are the maps for the game. Please enjoy. Thank you. And
I
never
just saved
posted
it.
them in there.
It's okay.
Listen,
It's fine.
I just gotta post it again. Give me a
Pause
sec.
for editing.
I'm having a great time, by the way.
oh my god,
This
this
is-
has been our best fight
This
yet.
is so much fun to listen to.
So
Yes.
I
entertaining.
know. Oh, you know what? Oh no! If I put it, I was about to stream a paint window, and then I was like, "That'll fuck up the cameras." Like, there's no tomorrow. Don't do that.
I would die.
You can just hide it, Billy.
Yeah,
we can put it as Miss De La Luna's camera. Just have it be the map.
Absolute. Oh my god! If I could do that right now. Oh my god! I think I can do that. Hold on.
Hell yeah,
MS
experimenting
Paint,
on
MS
stream.
Paint, MS Paint.
That's never gone
MS
bad
Paint.
once. Let me see. All right, everybody
That's not
watching the
really
stream, please just
Send
bear with me because I awfully edit the stream.
Because this seems like there's so much that we don't understand when it comes to this
I
dumb
truly
role.
do think that
Look,
Billy
this is
just wants
so. Hang on.
this.
Let me just.
Because I thought it was
find
a
a spot
circle.
where they're.
Okay, everybody.
But I
at
think
home,
it's like
Yay!
this.
I see it.
I'm gonna
Wait.
shrink this
It's
down.
covering all of us.
It-
Like I
The
think it's like
overlay.
this. Like that.
Yes, that is the.
Oh,
yes.
you're so right. You're so good at this.
Okay, so I was thinking down the middle of that.
Yeah,
not-
that's what I was thinking. Me and you, I think was. Oh, I actually was
I think
thinking
all
a
of
full
us
circle.
were thinking that. Yeah.
I'm gonna do a little zoom in right there.
I see.
And the whole
And then-
map is like this, Billy, right?
Yeah.
Where we have this crescent, and then the center one where all the rich people live.
I want to
Mhm.
draw
This is the
something.
nice neighborhood.
Well,
Yeah.
and it's the
Yeah.
whole. Yeah. Beautiful.
Okay, hold on. I want to be a part of this.
What's happening?
I
Yeah.
want to draw.
Show and tell.
Yeah, hold on,
There
hang
it
on.
is. This is the area you're at. Eliana's screen
Beautiful.
is
Are you
exactly.
posting
Eliana
it
has
in
become
maps?
map.
No, it's on stream right now.
Yeah, he's
We
just
do
put it
not-
on
Oh.
Eliana's camera. Eliana's become the map.
Yeah. Okay.
You are at the top and you are at the bottom. Or I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Jesus.
okay.
The top and the bottom is what I'm talking about. You guys are roughly you're closer to the top, but I don't have the clinic on screen.
So
I don't
then,
think.
can we go all the way north and see if how many guards are there? Then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so I don't have any pens or paper with me, so I dropped some soy sauce on a tissue to draw the Lumina core.
That's spot on.
Yeah, that's spot on.
Okay.
Wow. Innovations. Welcome back.
I don't know how, but I could smell the salt waft through the camera then.
Oh my god.
Can that be the official map? Take a picture of
You
that.
know
Yeah,
the
Put it
can
last
you guys-
time I've seen someone draw on a napkin?
I've
the
never
last-
seen anyone draw on a napkin with soy sauce.
Can everyone post that
Pens?
soy sauce
You have
map?
soy
No.
sauce.
The soy sauce napkin is now the official. Official mappage.
Necessity is the mother of invention, okay? And you guys were drawing and I didn't have anything.
I'm here for it. It's the Fushigi of maps. if you
Looks
will.
amazing.
How How busy is the city right now?
Oh, right now, most of the people were technically in that center area, so a lot of the rest of the city is pretty sparse, I'd say.
So are we sneaking?
Perfect.
Can be, if you'd like.
Yeah, let's do it.
Sneak.
Can all of you roll me a stealth check?
Yes, sir.
I can.
Yeah, it's okay. If you do worse than me, that'll be impressive.
Well, let's see what happened. You do.
I have faith in you.
I got a 2.
Oh, okay, you did do worse than me because I got a 3.
I had a 10% chance of doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I have an 8.
You impressed me. Yeah, look,
Oh.
you
I've
know
got
what?
a 15.
We're just stomping through the town.
I like Trump.
The only person
Trumpy?
I'm giving a pass on doll, you know, the size of a building. What's wrong
That's
with you
true.
guys?
Well, okay,
Useless.
okay, all right. Well, what if we just? Oh, what if we just?
I have invisibility ready to go if we need it.
We
What if we
need
just
to stealth.
launch each other over the wall? What if
Hmm.
like I stand on Dante's shoulders
Now, we did talk about that
and then
like 10 episodes ago.
I can literally
Okay,
just
okay.
climb the wall and drop a rope to you guys to pull.
As you guys are discussing, because of your
I wanna
stealth
get
roll,
us into
there's a Synphalin that's like 30 feet away, just like
Yeah, that's
staring.
fine. I'm gonna pull us into a huddle and I'm gonna be like, how do we feel about just knocking people out?
It's just Symphalin watching.
He moves
Are we
closer
s-
as you guys are
Are we,
like.
s- are we
Leave
start
us
with this one?
alone! What a creep! Has he got moccasins on or is he just a
Yeah,
concerned
he's
citizen?
got moccasins on. He's moving closer.
Oh,
he's one of
He's
them.
okay. Alright, he's worthy
Alright.
of knockout. Non-lethal damage, guys. Let's pull him
Okay.
into an alley.
All right, I have my quarterstaff. Is there an alley?
Hello there?
I'm sorry. I feel like we made a lot of decisions very quickly.
Yeah,
Can
I'm
we-
leaving this
Well, we took a
Rottweiler
long
and we're
time.
all just like prepared behind him.
Oh,
Can we help
What
you?
is happening?
Is he Canadian?
Alright, man, talk to him, see what he wants.
Yeah. Can we help you?
Oh hey, I didn't. I'd seen a lot of you wandering around the wall. I just I'm checking in. You doing okay?
It's Minnesota.
Yeah, fine.
I mean,
Yeah.
is it a crime for
Well,
someone
well-
to be looking at architecture?
I mean, technically, you're on the outside of like a pretty very expensive area. So I'm just doing my darndest to see if you all are doing okay. I've never seen people just kind of walk the wall before. There's actually roads. Oh, and points over to like the paved area, and he's like, usually people just kind of like walk through the road. So I was just seeing if everything was okay.
Are there a lot of guards
Yeah,
over by that
well,
road?
Why do you ask there, fella?
Oh,
No, like, we turn around and look. Like, we look.
Oh.
yeah. I said that in regular Seth. voice. That means not-
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a little
He's-
confused.
He's sorry. There's so many words. There's like probably one guard walking the road, and then the northern gate past the guard you're talking to. You can visibly see one at the gate, but you can't see like into the gate yet, so you don't know if there's any past.
We could probably just go in like a normal person.
Did you say that just to us or in front of the guard too?
Yeah.
No, to you all. Just to you.
Secrets don't make friends.
We're just going to the
Hey.
gate.
All right. Well, to tell you the truth, we were out here rock hounding because we had heard there were some pretty cool rocks, and you can't really find them like near the gate because like all of the good ones have been like taken. So like we were just like checking this area out. You caught us red-handed looking for pebbles.
I mean, don't you know? I'd tell you, I'm not gonna rat you out for stealing rocks, but I mean,
We don't even have to steal them. We can even just like look at them if that's a problem.
you could just observe them if you want. I'm not gonna stop you from observing rocks if that's your passion, if that's your hopes and dreams. Like, take it away. I don't mind.
It like is our hopes and dreams. We're like a rock hounding club.
All right. Well, y'all seem to have a lot of passion. That's very interesting.
Thank you.
Well, I didn't mean to take your time. I was just seeing what you were diddly doing over here. So I'm gonna head my way back over to the gate.
Thank you. That was really kind of you, and we always appreciate people appreciating our hobby. So, yeah, thank you, officer.
Oh, well, you're welcome. I'm a peacekeeper, but I'm not technically like an officer. I just keep the peace. But thank you.
Just like start filling our
I
pockets
don't know
with
how to
rocks.
stop this conversation.
He honestly just
violent-
doesn't know how to leave either. He's
The
like,
violent
Just turn
tension
and
is
stop
Nice
walking.
to
palpable.
meet you. Have
So
a good one.
great to meet you too. And he just kind of stands as he's talking to you
Pick
guys.
up a rock and put it in my pocket and then keep walking. Just like,
He's a nice
sure.
rock.
He doesn't stop you.
Alright.
He just starts heading back to the gate.
Okay, so he saw us, and he didn't arrest us immediately. Perhaps we can just go on through.
I mean, worst case
Don't
scenario.
we need a
we're-
pass though? Isn't there a pass that you need?
I don't remember ever needing a pass.
Okay, cool, perfect.
We can at least try it.
I mean, worst case scenario, we're gonna be like needing to run away from them, or like burn some distance between us, which we were already gonna do if we got caught from sneaking in. So might as well test it out and see if we can walk.
And I mean, worst case, you can just pull up the better rocks are on the inside.
100%.
Our most daring plan to date.
Walk.
No.
Just walking through.
Let's give it a fucking go.
The group of you make your way to the gate. And standing at the gate is one of the guards that you could see. The other guard seems to kind of be like on the side. Just standing like on the more northern part of like the entire gate, so like a little bit closer to the top of the map. I would say the other guard is like right in the middle, and then you also see what seems to be like on the other side, like a big figure that starts to kind of like move towards the gate. You see like a big torsoed like Synthalon, and then at the bottom you see a body of like another kind of arachnid Synthalon hybrid, as he's kind of just like mulling about the entrance.
I hate these things.
State your business.
Rock hounding. We would like to observe what semi-precious and abnormal stones are on the other side of this gate. We are with the Natural History Museum of Tarson Vale.
I need you to roll me a deception
Geology
check, because he has no idea. He knows the Museum of Flora and Fauna, but he has no
Flora
idea.
and fauna.
Yeah, okay, yeah, for sure. Can you roll me a deception check on that, please?
Yeah. Roll
I did
deception.
awesome. 3.
Nice.
I'm sorry, where'd you say you're from again? You're from the Natural History Museum of Tarson Vale.
Yeah, like the one with all of the natural wonders. You know, the one.
The
We're
flora and
out
fauna?
here on unofficial business, so that's why we don't have like name tags or anything. But we're like, okay, to be honest, we're like understudies with the program, so we're like trying to, prove our worth by bringing back fun rocks. I'm simplifying that, but like, you get it.
So you're like one of those people that like fetch like drinks and food for like the people.
Interns?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's
But instead of like
Yeah.
coffee, it's like rocks.
Yeah.
do they I mean, do you have any like official identification? I usually don't ask, but I don't know of any natural history museum in Tarson Vale.
No, the Flora and Fauna Museum.
But that's not what your friend said. Your friend mentioned the Natural History Museum. There is. I mean, they're very different.
No, it's actually a smaller sector that is up and coming in the museum. That's what we're interning for. It's probably why we don't have the correct paperwork on us right now. We didn't, like you said, you don't usually check, and so they didn't think to give us anything because they didn't think it would be any issue. I'd like to try and help with the deception check.
Yeah,
if
go
I
ahead.
can.
And I like put my hand on Ash's shoulder and I'm like, you're so right, and I cast guidance.
Ooh, so is that a D4?
Yes. Hang on, let me double check. I don't know. After all this time playing D&D, I still don't know the rules of guidance.
It's a D4.
Okay. Ability
This is why
check.
I play marshals.
Fair enough.
A 26 deception roll. Thanks for the D4.
Yeah. Attack.
He takes a minute and he goes, I mean, that's pretty interesting, if you don't mind me saying. Wow, I mean, shucks.
I could get you a flyer. I could bring one back. Are you going to be on shift the rest of the day?
Yeah, they keep me here, ever since, well, the security at gates been a little, loose lately, so, not saying that in, like, a weird, and then he points over to, like, the mutated Synphalin, and he goes, he kind of does the job for, like, most of us around this area now,
see.
so it's a little different.
I see. I'm sorry to hear about that, but if you want, yeah, I can do that for you. If I have time, with all this intern work, and I laugh.
Well,
Lol. LOL.
Well, if I'm not here, I'm probably being upgraded. So, I'll, if you don't find me, I appreciate the
Are
pamphlet.
you excited for the upgrade?
Well, I mean, makes me more efficient.
That's true. Do you have a family?
That's a weird question to ask there, madam. But no, I don't.
No, I'm sorry. One of my friends, their husband got upgraded, and I was just curious.
Sorry about. Jesus Christ! Fucking giant bee just landed on my setup. Cool. Anyway,
Oh, bee.
the poor fucking wasp. So,
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, never mind.
Big difference.
Yeah, never mind. I take it back.
So, like I said, yeah, no, I could you repeat that again? I apologize. I seen a bug, and it was really getting me for a second.
I'm good. I won't repeat it.
Oh.
I can't even remember what I fucking said.
You said that you were friends of the.
Oh
friend of the
yeah. I
woman
just was
whose husband
curious because my friend has a husband that got upgraded.
Oh, well, what did they say? How did it go?
I
don't-
haven't actually spoken to them since, so I was like, conversation starters when I go see her next.
Oh, well, I wish you had more information on it, but yeah, I don't really know. I don't understand what the process is going to be like. I just was told I was going to be a little bit more efficient. So
We should have talked to
Pamphlet or
her.
anything.
I mean, should I tell him the truth? I could tell him the truth. Fuck. I don't know what to do right now.
Just leave her alive right now.
Yeah, we need to skedaddle.
Yeah. Let's just do you mind I'm excited for your upgrade. Do you mind if we go through?
yeah,
This rock's
just just be careful around here. That we do have kind of, and he again points over. He goes, we have guards, so I mean the danger level has been kind of lessened since whatever happened at the manor, but it's been, other than that, it's been fine.
No,
we wave
Thank
and
you
leave.
for your service.
It's very nice talking to you all. Hope to talk to you before the upgrade. Gives you a little peace sign.
Ain't that just a little bit extra aware before the upgrade?
What are they doing with the rest of them? An army?
Ooh,
Probably.
we
Don't
should-
want that.
I wonder if it takes more than one of them to create the amalgamation And that's why there's
Ugh.
so many going in and not many coming out.
Yeah,
I mean,
that would make sense.
you can't make mass out of nothing.
Might I
Extra parts need to
request?
come from somewhere.
Might I request adding wrecking their facilities to the list of our things to do?
Yes, absolutely. I would
More
love
than
that.
just
In
people.
fact, it fills me with
We
rage.
should we could go into the sewers and let loose the dragon that we thought we heard, or what
I
was
can
it?
also
It was
like
something.
resurrect people and let go of the dragon. I like it. Army of Undead and dragon.
Yes, let's do it.
And an ambiguously aligned mystery dragon.
That was saying some sort of threat last time we heard it.
Yeah, I mean,
it was pretty threatening.
it could have been threatening the people that have it trapped.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, let's get through the gate before we
Yeah, Let's get
contemplate
through
further.
this.
Discuss dragons.
As the group of you enter the gate, the six-legged, this one has 6 legs. The 6-legged Synthalin like moles up to you and like looks at all of you, and you see its eyes go like green, and then it like goes all the way red, and then it flicks back to green, and then it just like is like face to face with a group of you, giving you a very, very hostile presence.
It's scanned Rotmeyer. And probably all of us. I don't even know. They could have any of our faces in there.
Yeah.
Well,
Kinda-
until
Let's just keep walking, right? It
Just
hasn't
going.
stopped
Yeah.
us. Just like
Yeah.
along
Yeah.
the wall, looking for rocks.
I mean, if they wanted to stop us, they could right now, or I mean, at least
Yeah.
momentarily.
As you guys start going, you hear it makes its way backwards.
Oh, we passed this processing.
Power walking.
Did we recognize the Synthphalan's face?
I will let you do a perception check, or yeah, I'd say perception check.
9.
Oh. There we go.
9, you don't recognize the face. You do what the sound he made sounded like less hostile given his take and given his stance, and sounded more sympathetic, like for a giant amalgamation.
Sympathetic.
Do
There was,
we
like, a
know
hint.
anyone else other than Gear?
Nah.
I don't think it was a knowing sympathy. I think it was just a general sympathy, maybe.
Or what? Walking by?
Doesn't matter. We gotta get through it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's leave.
Don't get caught up in details. Let's get scarce, and then we can get tracking.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do
Alright.
it.
Where are we going? We're walking towards where?
Are we going to Brook first or the Rakshasa first?
I thought we
I'd say
needed to
Brook.
like set up a headquarters, like a stakeout.
Yeah,
an
somewhere
abandoned
where we can
building.
actually like return to, even if it's just like
Does Eliana's apartment in the Lumina Quarter?
she's in the
Is
she's in the outer
Nori with us?
edges.
Okay, never mind.
He's in Poor Town.
No.
Yeah.
She
And Nori's not with us.
She was
No.
not.
Do we know any of the
let's
people that have
look
been turned that live in the?
Well, a thing for the higher place was the store that was taken over by the Grandways. I don't know if that was abandoned or anything like that. But it would be a place for us to check out. We could, if it is abandoned, make something out of it. And if it isn't abandoned, that's a damn good spot to start scanning for Brooke.
Let's do it.
All right, let's
Yeah.
do it.
I like it.
We're gonna head there.
Okay. As you all
Carefully.
enter
Hand
the
on a
city,
swivel.
you start heading south. More of these amalgamations are walking by you in the Lumina Quarter, and kind of just like some of them have like bloated like upper torsos, kind of like almost like a gorilla upper torso, where it's just like really bulked out and like pushed out. Some of them have like kind of like different like I'm saying clockwork for the lack of description, not because it mimics the frog, but like they look like they have like almost like geared out like arms and legs, where it looks like they're almost like they've been operated on in different ways. For everybody at home, these are like essentially Warforged. They're synthetic elves, is what I'm. So there's not like body horror or anything. It's just like a robot looking real, like pushed out,
like similar to a Drider, correct?
Yeah, I would say like
how
if
these are.
you ever seen iRobot, like that's like the same thing with long ears. Is like, but in this situation,
I was just saying for
it's like
the
a Drider.
upgraded stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The amalgamation.
Some of them, yeah.
Well, just
Some of them
like-
look like
like-
Driders.
Elf top and elf top,
Spider bottom.
spider booty.
Spider bottom. It's a great last name.
Spider bottom.
Yeah, I don't know.
The New England Spider Bottoms.
House of Spider Bottom.
Um,
Stop talking.
You guys came in through the northern entrance, so going south, you would pass. You're gonna pass the Silvervale Gala, like the manor that it was held at. You're also gonna pass what seems so. As you pass it on your right side, you keep heading straight. You see the little mushroomed building of the Museum of Flora and Fauna on your right side as you pass by. It looks like it's open on the inside, but you can't really see anybody going in or out as you
Just take a quick 5 to get a couple of internships there. So
lights on the door. You can steal pamphlets all day for sure. As you guys keep heading, you head to the lower city south entrance. You do see a couple more amalgamations standing around the lower gate, the southern gate. As you make your way a little bit lower, you pass what seems to be like a small business on the right side, and then walking like in between the two, on your right side is the slowly kind of melted glacial gala is what I had it named. So lots of galas, but there's the glacial gala that has been burned to reveal a little bit of the Smokespite Empire's name at the top, and those two flames that were encased in fire, or I'm sorry, in ice, like the balls of ice, have melted and the two flames sit on top. You do see on the left side there's another business that, unless you get closer, it's pretty nondescript of the second. At least from the outside, just looks like a building. As you make your way
From the outside.
yeah, it's closer
From the
to
outside,
the
how easy does it see to be like abandoned, or is it like? Because we could see that the flora and fauna was active.
Yep.
Did we get any of those same signs from the?
there's activity inside.
Gala?
You could see
Okay.
like there's definitely light emanating from whatever open surfaces.
is there any way to peek in without being suspicious? What's the time of day right now?
It's
Always
late-
dark.
It's always dark, but
Yeah.
it is
Oh, okay. It is dark. Nice.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Is there
yeah.
any way to peek in?
You can. There is one window on the left side. It is like a bigger, like broader wall, but yeah, you could absolutely try to peek in. It is like an icy surface, so you just would have to press up against the icy surface and like poke your head in. If you want to roll stealth or investigation or perception, it's up. It's just a building.
It's just a building. I promise.
just-
I
Just a
would like
building.
to investigate it.
More than fine.
Can I investigate?
Is it just frosty windows, or is there like a thick bit of glass, a bit of ice in between, like where my hand would be to the glass?
I would say it's like a thicker sheet of glass, but it's transparent. Like you could see
Okay.
through to the other side.
Okay.
You said investigation, right?
Yep.
Dirty 20. Rolled an 18.
Dirty 20, the ice looks enchanted. Like there looks like it's not necessarily an enchantment to like ward off. It's a shop. Like it's a gala. So they're not trying to like harm anybody coming in. It's just more to build what they built. There is an enchantment holding it the way that it's like pressed up against whatever surface was underneath when they iced it over.
How badly are we invested in this?
I mean, if Brooke's inside, then we've figured out where they are, right?
We're just trying to track a head down so that we can isolate where they are and then move on it, but no need to overextend. We can be careful about this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's just like have a look
Continue on.
around at where we could where there is a spot that we could see this place as well as the other places that we're looking at, like for our headquarter area. Like a high top rooftop that can see this plus other buildings.
I would say the only rooftop that you're going to be able to access, just so everybody knows as well, you're dangerously close to the Skywatch Reach, which is the middle tower where, like, originally I told you the Heroes Council was like making their mainstay. So the closer you get to the tower, to be real, the more security risk you present. So just keep that in mind. But I will say there is the building behind the Glacial Gala that was just like another nondescript building. It could be a business. It's one you passed along the way. And then closer to the Skywatch Reach, there is another business on your left side, basically, as you're walking to the Glacial Gala, that you could get on top of. Either one, getting on top is going to be, like, you probably have to pull off some pretty good stealth to not get spotted by some of the amalgamations walking by. The streets aren't empty in the Lumina Quarter. Like, there are a few guards, big amalgamations, kind of walking and, like, moving around.
What if we checked out both of these places and saw if the people inside, business owners, if these are their family homes or whatever, if we could pay them off? Do we have anything to offer? I look specifically at Ash and Dante.
Depends
I
on
have
if they
40
care.
gold on my person.
Oh, I have 46? Okay. I have 46.
I have
Gold.
7 gold.
Okay.
I like reach into my pocket, my metal pocket.
But I mean, if our plan is just to stake them out, I could help us out with the not being noticed part. But if we're still going to keep searching, let's
We
do
need to
that
go-
first, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just thinking if we need continuous access to the buildings or if we're going up and down them fairly often. Yeah. I don't know, like 86 gold, 93 pieces of gold. That's pretty good if we wanted to pay someone off.
Substantial.
But yeah, they'd be taking a risk. I don't know if
Yeah.
Mhm.
we
And
can
it's
see.
also we're not
We
we're
can-
not sure if anyone's even in this building that's of note.
Mhm.
That's true. Wait, but I looked in it. Did I see anything, Billy, with my
Um,
dirty 20?
Were you looking into the window, or were you looking at the building itself?
I was looking into the window.
Okay. If you're looking into the window, I would say, like, poking in. You do cast a bit of a shadow, but, like, poking into the window to look. You're looking into the Glacial Gala, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am everyone's nightmare, so
You do
just
see
their sleeper out.
you do see what seems to be like a multi-armed Synphalin, like putting different things away on one of the shelves, and then you see a water genasi standing behind the counter.
Just a one, or just unable to tell who it is?
It's hard to make out. It's transparent, but like there is like a little bit of a crisp to it. I would say it seems to be like a bulkier figure. Like yeah, they have a bit more bulk to them.
All right. So but then cross this off the list then, right?
Yeah, I mean, it
It's-
could be a front for something if it's like a warehouse.
Hmm.
Very fair.
We could get in there and take them out if we wanted to. Or we
that
could
hybrid
keep
might
looking.
be a risk. Let's keep looking and then come back to this.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
At least,
Beautiful.
yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And if we're still looking,
Where do we know
next
to look
spot?
next?
I mean,
What was that?
I was gonna say there's obviously the tower, but I'm not sure what else. Tower or where the gala was. See if there's any dregs, but other than that, I'd be drawing a blank myself.
I may have an idea, possibly. If we can't find them, we can always bring them to us. I mentioned earlier wrecking some of their facilities. We could ask where the Synthphalin are getting upgraded and lay some appropriate smack down. I might draw one of them out.
Do we think
That's
it
not a
would
bad
draw
idea.
all of them out?
Could.
We don't want all of them, but if we, instead of, what if we set up points of each of their interests? If we went to these points, destroyed what they care about, it would bring them out of their hole. Did that
I
make
don't
sense?
think they
Well,
would
this-
risk bringing them all of them out at once. So that makes sense to
True.
me.
That's a good idea. I like that. Yeah. Well, for this one, I can try a little something if we feel like we're ready, or we can scope it out first. Come back. Reset.
Well, I mean, if they're taking the time to restock and replenish this place, it must be important. It's half burnt down. Did you say it was half burnt down, or just the ice had melted off of it?
The ice has melted off the most top part, and that was where the sign kind of melted. And Dahl revealed the Smokespite Empire part, and that's where the two bulbs at the top of fire are sitting. But besides that, it's still ice.
And they
For the
didn't
rest of it
care to
is-
repair that.
It hasn't been a lot of time. You guys have only been like a night. And as you guys left, the gala was technically still going. So
Does it look like it's magically repairing itself?
it does not. It does not look like it's mad. It looks like it's in the same state. Like the same burns that. It looks like it hasn't repaired since it's been scorched.
Cool. Yeah. Well, we can either look for a facility, or we could just start with this one.
Well, this
If we started
place...
with this one, we wouldn't. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no. It would have been just another question. Please.
If we destroyed this place, we wouldn't have anywhere to run. We wouldn't have anywhere to go. 'cause
We
scoped
still
it
don't
out.
have any way to run.
So I think we
did-
should probably find somewhere first.
Let's establish a safe house.
Mhm.
Wait, does
Something abandoned,
Greer have a
maybe?
place here?
Here?
Here,
Gear.
you
Does Gear have a place in the Lumina Quarter?
Did he live in the Lumina Quarter?
You guys know that Eliana and Gear often frequented the club at the end of the street. From where you're standing right now, it's the Gemstone Lounge. It's where you guys originally all met up. It's where you also seen the plans.
Oh, yeah.
But I will say,
Yeah.
just to state,
But that's a public place, though. Still.
it is a public place, but it, they were using it for a meeting place at the time. So it's not exactly a lot has changed in a very quick amount of time. So
We could go check that out then.
Yeah. See if Voltark still frequents.
Mm.
All right, let's check it out then.
Okay.
as you
We're
all
gonna head over there.
journey to the end of the street. As you walk by the Glacial Gala, you see inside this real shit-eating grin water genasi just stocking shelves, having a jovial chat with one of the Synthphalins inside as he's putting more stuff on. You can't make out the conversation, but he just seems real happy to be where he's at. As the group of you keep walking, you see a really beautiful arachnid-shaped building with a couple Synthphalin inside. There's a big theme going on, but there's also genuinely an arachnid-shaped building that is on the map. So you see a couple Synthphalin kind of coming in and out of that business as you guys pass. You pass what seems to be 2 small outposts on each side of the Gemstone Lounge, but kind of spaced out, but away enough that they're not interfering with the Gemstone Lounge itself. Yeah, you see the Gemstone Lounge at the end of the street. It is just a higher class bar that right now it seems to be empty, but you don't see a lot of activity on the inside.
Would I do a retroactive roll and see what the people coming in and out of that arachnid-shaped building were carrying, what their facial expressions were like, if they were a certain type?
Yeah,
of
go for it.
Phelan? Yeah. Okay. Oh, goodness. I think that's going to be a 6. Never mind. 6.
It's Synth that just look like they're not peacekeepers, they just look like civilians, and they're all carrying crates out and heading towards the Skywatch Reach.
Okay. 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 Yeah.
We may be able to sneak in the back door. We do not know if the Gemstone Lounge is busy at the moment, but I can't imagine going in through the front is the best idea.
Is there a bouncer out front?
Originally, it was Voltark and a couple guards. Right now, the building itself is looking pretty barren.
I think the building's empty as far as we can tell from the outside.
Can I try the
We-
front door?
I mean, if we're gonna try it, do you want me to just try to do it as low key as possible? And then do a quick scout around, let you guys know?
Yeah,
I
maybe
think
we
you
can
and
look for a
Ash
back
probably.
door.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just watch the door. I'll go in. Ash, don't be afraid to get in my head, and
All
I'll
right.
let you know. I'm gonna sneak up to the front door and try to just make my way in stealthily.
As you stealthily make your way in, can you roll me a stealth check, please?
Yes, sir. It's only a 24.
As you make
Disappointing.
Very disappointing. Always disappointing.
It's not so good.
As you make your way across, you see on the inside what seems to be the place is empty. You see standing behind the bar is a Synth Phelan. One side of his face has been I'm not gonna say removed, but it's wiring. Like it's a lot of wiring, and then his arm is wiring. As the Synth Phelan seems to be kind of just like cleaning up the bar area.
Does he look like he's malfunctioning? Or does he just look like he's been de-armed? Disarmed?
It looks like he's just been like the plates have been removed from him. He's not malfunctioning, but he's just kind of like moving about, and it's only like the face and the arm all the way down. Part of the face, half of the face.
Okay. Would I be able to sneak past him to get into the back area, just to like check the green room, check all of that, see if there's a back door that I could open for people to get in without them necessarily having to get into the lounge area?
You could move.
Just in case if he's...
You could go through the lounge area to the green room area where you guys initially set up, but you would have to walk by the bar. Like it would be directly in front of him.
Is he just cleaning? Because I'm assuming he's in front of the bar. He's just cleaning glasses, cleaning the bar, doing something repetitive.
Yeah,
Interestingly.
it seems like he's just cleaning up the area. Doesn't seem anything meticulous or...
he's not like cleaning the same glass over and over again. He's cleaning the area.
Roll me a perception check.
Yes, sir.
We might be able to just rent a room from the guy.
That's my thought. 14.
14? No, he's cleaning multiple glasses.
Okay. I guess it's time for me to try something. I'm going to step into the room. See if he reacts to me.
As you step in, you hear, "We're closed." It's like there's like a static to his voice.
My apologies. I didn't realize. Pardon me. Are you all right?
I'm fine. I'm as good as I'm gonna be.
Good as. Is there something I can do, sir?
He turns and looks at you and he goes, "No, there's nothing you can do there's nothing you can do for me. I'm fine."
I see. Well, I was looking for maybe a room in there, but since you're closed, there wouldn't be any chance of you having a spot to spare for me, would there be?
Part of Tarsonville? You're not part of my bar. Please leave.
Understood. I'm going to head back towards the entrance. I'll exit and make my way back to the others. They are closed.
And yet the door is still open. The front door is still open.
I don't think they realize it. He's missing a bit of himself. A man's missing half his face and a appendage, as well as, well, I'd assume some of the mental aptitude that comes from losing half a face.
Did it seem like it was totally empty? Did you hear anyone in the back?
Didn't hear anyone. He's not receptive to anything. No conversation started.
You know, this is a little bit meta. If Sabrina was here, she might have been able to finagle a room.
Yeah. We even offer
might-
rooms.
Does this look
You
like
got-
the same synth Phelan that was there when we first? I send a quick message to Eliana, like, wake up for a second. Tell us.
She hits you with a, no. And goes back to sleep immediately.
No!
It's not the same one.
Different one.
Okay.
Maybe he owes something to them. Maybe they're stealing body parts from people that owe things. What if I just went in and said I was the OG? What would he say?
I mean,
The OG.
there's part of it that there's part of me that thinks that he's not gonna step in because he's remembering very basic things and saying very basic things like, "This is as good as I'm gonna be. The bar's closed. You're a member of Tarsonvale, but you're not a member of the bar." It's very almost pre-programmed responses.
I think we should
rather
check the
than-
back first and then go in through the front again. And if
Mhm.
there's only one of him, we could probably take him out.
I
Oh,
mean,
sorry.
I could have just taken him out, but something feels a little bit dirty, even for the situation we're in, for just battering someone who's missing half of him.
I suspect he has been, I don't know what the term would be for us in Phelan, but lobotomized in some manner.
If he was lobotomized, he would have had one phrase. All of the other ones that are upgraded had one phrase.
Maybe he got
He
rejected
at least
for
could
an
respond
upgrade,
to me. That's fair.
seeing as he was so down on that's all he could be.
This place might still be used as a front. They might
could be.
Let's check the back then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Say check in the back if we can get through the door back there. I
Or
can
sneak
poke around as well.
Alleyway?
I mean, yeah.
There are
go.
alleyways going back behind?
There,
There's a back door before.
there was.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can. Is that open?
I would, yeah. It's the way you guys left it, basically, when you guys stormed out.
Oh.
And nothing's changed.
I'm gonna go in.
Yeah. Let's have a look around, see if we can find any other people.
You enter into the green room. The green room is empty. The lights are dimmed in there. It seems the place, like, hollowly, just you don't hear any sounds, minus like a little bit of rustle from the lounge area. But entering the green room, no, it just looks the way you left it when you guys had the confrontation with Voltark.
Maybe he's just a watchdog. Sent here to keep people out.
Mhm.
While putting on
Probably.
a front, yeah. Let's see what
I
we
don't
can
believe
do
we can-
here.
Afford
Either
another
way-
stakeout to see.
Yeah. Well, if they return here, but at the very least, kind of within himself, that I had to walk into the middle of the room just for him to notice me in the first place. So I feel like this can still work for a base of operations. We can go and find the four of them, get all this said and done. This does still work for a step, and then if one of them mosey their way on in here, that's easier for us.
I agree. If he is as a hard of seeing as it appears, or hard of noticing, then I think we could stay here for a little while.
I think you're right.
We're gonna squat in
Alright.
this place where there is an active person.
Yeah, and if they come close, we'll just lock them in a closet.
Yeah. I was thinking even
apologize to them.
polymorph him down, because he might have like a
alarm
response
system.
signal. Yeah, if something happens to him or the place, he could notify somebody else.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Well, okay. I mean, so now we have somewhat of a place, but if we go back and mess with the Glacial Exchange warehouse, and we're already hunkered down into one of their hideouts, that's kind of where I'm stuck.
And did you mention the people carrying crates into the tower?
I think I would have told all of you that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's also extremely suspicious, right?
And the arachnid-shaped building, that seems like a military surplus store.
Mm.
That seems like where they'd either be assembling parts or manufacturing them.
Did the arachnid building look like the arachnid synth Phelan? Like,
No, it looked very.
like-
It looked very like a wildlife spider rather than like.
Not that on the
Okay.
nose.
Yeah.
Okay, but if they've got some kind of creature trapped underground, they could be using something mixed with something, because there's got to be some sort of, I don't know, liquid that they're injecting into these people, because didn't one of them turn back to normal after the button was pressed? I thought about it
Gear
after a
turned
minute,
back to
and they
normal
did.
after we punched his button.
And he was just a gorilla top one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call what
So
he turned it back into normal. It sounded like he got
No,
some
I'm
of
sorry.
himself
I'm
back.
sorry. I was
He
like, I'm
got
trying to think, like, as in,
upgraded, but still probably lobotomized.
yeah.
I think what he said to us was, "Am I going to be okay?" Like he was repeating those old lines again. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
there's something
sorry, I
of
didn't
them
mean
in
normal.
there.
I didn't mean normal. I just meant like he went back to original shape-ish. He wasn't like the arachnid people are now arachnid people, but the gorilla tops are not. So they've done something to them to make their top half expand and grow.
Well, they did that
That
with
isn't
both
just
of them.
changing their parts over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the other ones have
Yeah.
had literal part upgrades versus mutation upgrades in my head anyway. Is that
He
the
still
right
had his
vibe, Billy?
buttons exposed.
I would say
I
It-
wonder if
it's different
Yeah.
levels. No, it's different levels. Like I'd say, like part of it looks. Some of them look like they've been like modified with like more parts than they have. Some of them look like they've been like there looks to be like 3 or 4 different levels of experimentation or mutation, depending on the variant you're seeing. I guess would be the best way to put it.
So mutation is the right train of thought that I had. I just wanted to make sure that I was on the right. So they're mutating them in some way. That could be coming from the big spider building or the dragon. Was it a dragon? It was a dragon.
The spider building seems like the obvious one for to come out of.
And if we want to do one of your facility knockdowns, that's probably a good one to at least investigate.
Good start.
You guys,
definitely.
as you're talking, you do hear like a commotion go on in the lounge, like kind of like a shuffling and like a drop.
I'm gonna sneak to where
Like
I
he
can
dropped
see.
something, or like he fell, or
Just like a
Someone
loud
walking
thud.
And
in.
then I'll go. Let's go look.
stubbed his toe. I can check it out just in case if he's doing something odd. I'm gonna try to
Guidance.
stealth so that I can see him with.
I send you a blank open-ended message so you can immediately send a message back if required.
Can do.
So Dante, you're heading in like first.
Yeah, I'm gonna stealth to look to see.
Okay, roll me stealth at advantage.
At advantage. Ooh, extra. I roll 3 dice. $19.
As you creep closer to the counter, you don't see him anymore. You do hear, like, on the other side, though, like, so stupid, just get up, get up. And you hear, like, what seems to be, like, struggle behind the counter.
Yeah, he fell. He did fall.
I let them know they fell.
I don't think he's gonna give us too much of an issue. Right? He's
No.
too invested in trying to make sure he's standing to worry about things happening somewhere else. We should be fine. I'm gonna make my way
Does
back.
he need help?
He's not gonna want it. He's gonna kick me out the second I'd say some people want to be left alone. Leave them be.
Right.
If he is in any worse trouble than that, I will be helping. I need you to understand that.
Sure.
All right.
Does one of us want to stay here while we go explore the arachnid building?
If your goal is
I can stay
stealth,
here.
then it might be best if.
It's whether
are
we
you,
want
are
to
you trying
scout
to do
or
this
just
stealth?
do something. Because if we want to scout, then we can leave someone. But if we want to do something, I'd say just knowing that we've cleared this building means that this is a fallback point for everyone. If we're worried
know
about
if we
getting
need to
caught
leave.
off guard, yeah, if we're worried about being caught off guard, we might as well be caught off with everyone rather than, letting someone not know what's went wrong.
And I could cover us all for an hour in invisibility if we want to do just only stealth and meet back at the...
I'd be down with
Mhm.
that.
That works.
Okay. All right.
We have a plan.
Right. Heading out the back way towards the arachnid building.
Mm-hmm.
As the group of you head, you hear a little bit more struggle and you go out the back door. As the group of you leave, you start making your way to the arachnid building. Before we pick up there,
How much more of a struggle?
Yeah, I was like, that's
You-
gonna be trouble for us when we come back.
Does it sound like just like an old guy trying to get up, or is it like someone that's in pain and is unable to get up?
it sounds like a
That's-
struggle that you hear from afar that you would have to dictate
Oh, God.
if you were closer. But you guys are like a room apart.
All right.
Look,
Okay.
we can take some time to decide on that, but like we haven't
Yeah.
cast any spells yet.
Later.
We've just heard a thud as we're exiting. Things can be changed.
All right. All right. All right. All right.
As the group of you head out to investigate the spider building, this is where we're going to end tonight's episode as we pick up, I believe, next week to
Yes, sir.
see what is with those crates and what is with those Synthphalin, taking them out, heading towards Skywatch Reach. So, please tune in next week. We love y'all. Thank you all for watching tonight, and we appreciate it if you go check out all of our great stuff. Go on Blue Sky. We just made it. It's fantastic. Other than that, stick around with us as we raid somebody in just a moment. But thank you all for watching, and finally, the one thing we always say. Are you ready for more tales?
Always.
Always.
That delay always makes me think nobody is going to say anything. It's so scary.
No one says
Yeah.
anything ever.
All right. Thank y'all
It's
for
just
watching.
this one time we just have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, just silence. Just.
I'm like, I'm never saying this again. All right. Thank y'all for watching. Tune in next time. Love y'all. Stay tuned for the raid.